Hello everyone, I'm AloneRacecar and welcome to the show. And today we're going to be playing project cars, or more specifically, a 4-lap race around the Grand Prix circuit at the Oshersleban Motorsport Arena. I hope I said that right. And the car that we're going to be driving for this video is the Ginetta G55 GT4. And we're going to be racing it along fellow GT4 race cars. Okay, let the racing begin. Okay, here we are at the grid now. Nice fine view of that Ginetta, yeah? Okay, here we go. Technically in the middle of the grid. And off we go on this race now, baby. Now let's see what we can do to make pass through the field. Especially for the first turn, because it'll be pretty crowded with all these cars around here. Okay, here we go. Stay out of trouble. Oh! That was a little bit of a doozy here. Okay, we got some breathing room. I don't see any big scrape from the one dude who hit me from behind there. But hey, I mean, I don't think there's nothing to ruin for the picture, so we should be okay. Yeah, it's just got two guys ahead of me. Stay locked and loaded, make every turn count. Because I know this is the kind of car that is certainly pretty angry, you know, for a win, you know? Because it wants it that bad. Especially because this car certainly does look pretty angry, you know? Or it looks like a jack-o'-lantern, whatever's the first thing that comes to mind, yeah? Alright, just slipping to second now, baby. Especially because this is one of those race cars that really has your driver skills to be shown, you know? Especially if you're in that sort of zone of control, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Alright, so down to the second lap now. Got quite a bit of room to catch up on. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, went a little two wheels on that one. That curb there doesn't really like me. Just add the pressure on the guy. Watch every bit of move. Of course, my crew chief there is trying to give me some advice on this guy. As you can sort of tell down below. Let's try to find a part where I can go for the attack. Okay, could I go for the attack here? Let's find out. Or maybe not, that's okay. I definitely know I'm getting right close. Very close. Getting pretty late in the race now. Gotta make my move pretty soon. Oh yeah, there we go now, baby. Okay, now that we took the lead, let's talk about this car now. The Ginetta G55 GT4 is a racing car that's known for competing in domestic championships such as the Britsh GT Championship or the Ginetta GT Supercup, which was like a one-make spec series. However, it did came to showcase success in other GT4 category races internationally, such as when it took part in the 24 Hours of Dubai and took class victory 3 times. Now this G55 is powered by an all-natural 3.7-liter V6 engine that makes approximately 350 horsepower. However, its GT3 counterpart makes about 500 horsepower with the V8. Now coming back to the GT4, it has a lightweight chassis, a well put together aero package. You can tell from the splitter and the big spoiler right there. And it also has a well balanced 50-50 weight ratio. So overall, this is a pretty solid choice if you were looking for a racing car that is pretty good with cornering speeds, you know? Yeah, a pretty good car for good all-around performance, you know? Especially if you're in that sort of zone of control, yeah? If you're looking for a racing car that is pretty much good for that, that's what this Ginetta G55 is for you. I mean, hey, that's pretty much the whole thing what I've been showing all race, you know? A race car that pretty much shows your driving skills in the zone of control. Okay, do this little chicane thing once more. On a good lead right now. Just trying to do anything stupid. Okay, here we go. On the final few turns now. A 4-lap race with GT4 race cars. In a nice Ginetta G55 GT4. And now, final straight. Let's make it look pretty. And now, we're gonna be crossing the line. Oh, that was a little bit of a one that's tricky at first, but then was nice and smooth on for the rest of it now. Almost kind of like hard candy, like a caramel or Tootsie Roll or something like that. Alright, before we wrap this up, let's save this hard candy just a little bit more with some action shots from the race replay. Okay, that'll do it for the video, fellas. I hope that this race in Project Cars is just as thrilling as my other racing videos. Of course, it helps when you have a race car that gives you that sort of zone and control like what the Ginetta G55 did. But anyways, guys, I've done my part. This was AloneRacecar, and I'll see you in another one.